Alright guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Here we are, DC Dark Legion will be the topic. On today's video, I'm gonna cover a lot of things. So first of all, we have a new Valentine's Day event. I will read that part. And as well, we have a new bond forming. But as well, guys, I can do this now. In the content creator room in Discord server, we got some data about future adjustments related to the characters. Okay, so we're gonna go through all of this and then you're gonna give me your thoughts in the comment section below. That's pretty much it. So first of all, a rose is more than a symbol of romance. This Valentine's Day, share Aphrodite's gifts and strengthen the bonds between champions. With Donna Troy leading the way, Heart of a Hero is coming. So hopefully they're gonna make this event amazing for both pay-to-win players and free-to-play players. Coming soon, Heart of a Hero. So here it is. And then we have this part, a new bond is forming. Superboy is gaining a new faction tag, opening the door of Teen Titans synergy. More connections, more team potential. That's great, okay? So Superboy is getting a new faction tag, and it will be Teen Titans. Of course, you're going to be able to use him now in many more teams, especially connected with Teen Titans. So that is also, in my opinion, a really good news. And now, guys, we have February champion adjustments. Keep in mind, this is subject to change. Starfire, skill energy absorption field. So before, we have Starfire converts ultraviolet light energy into an energy absorption field, reducing damage taken by allies inside by 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40%, with an additional 10, 12.5, 15, 17.5, 20% for outsiders allies. The field lasts 20 seconds. If Starfire casts her ultimate again while the field is active, the field is enhanced, further reducing damage taken by allies by 5, 7.5%, 10%, 12.5%, 15%, stacking up to 3 times. After, Starfire absorbs ultraviolet light energy to create an energy absorption field. Okay, that part the same. Reducing damage taken by allies inside by 30, 37.5, 45%, 52.5%, 60% for 20 seconds. This effect is non-stackable. Okay, so now pretty much everyone in the energy absorption field will get bigger, much bigger, I would say, damage reduction. Additionally, Teen Titans or Outsiders allies gain 20, 25, 30, 35, 40% spiritual damage reduction, stacking up to 3 times. So this is the change relate to the Starfire. Then we have Star Bolts. Before, Starfire unleashes a beam of light dealing spiritual damage equal to 180, 250, 320, 390, 460% of her attack to enemies within range, and reducing their attack by 10, 12.5, 15, 17.5, 20% for 8 seconds. Now, this part is the same. To enemies within range and increasing all allies attack by 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so we have a buff right here. That's perfect. More damage buff. Then we have Precognition. Starfire spiritual defense increases by 20, 30, 45, 60, 75%. At the start of the battle, Starfire gains 5 energy for each outsider's ally present. Now, at the start of the battle, each Outsiders or Teen Titans ally present increases Starfire energy gain by 5, 7.5, 10%, 12.5, and 15. That's much better. Much better. Then we have Cyborg. Interesting. Let's see. Skill Scan Strike. Before adjustment, Cyborg scans the area in front of him, inflicting vulnerability on enemies within a circular area for 12 seconds. Vulnerability increases physical damage taken by 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60% and cannot be dispelled. But now we have Cyborg takes flight and scans ahead, increasing physical damage dealt by allies in a circular area by 20, 30, 40, 50, 60% for 12 seconds. Okay. Relate to percentages, that part didn't change, but how he works, it did, right? He doesn't do this part anymore. Okay. Anyways, Arsenal. Skill Rain of Destruction. Before adjustment, Arsenal shoots 9 arrows in the sky, each dealing physical damage equal to 120, 50, 150, 180, 210, 240 of his attack to a random enemy. Now look at this. Increases all Teen Titans allies crit damage by 10, 15, 20, 25, 30% for 12 seconds. Arsenal then shoots 9 arrows in the sky, each dealing physical damage equal to 120, 150. Yeah, that percentages are the same. Okay, but now he will offer crit damage increase to Teen Titans. Okay. Then we have Raven. Demon's Flight. Before adjustment, Raven transforms into a Raven, circling overhead and healing all allies within a circular area in front of her by 240, 320, 400%, 480, 560% of her attack. Let me see the changes. Healing all allies within a circular area in front of her by same percentages of her attack, but she's also increasing the spiritual defense by 20, 25, 30, 35, 40% for 12 seconds. Then we have Dark Soul. Before, Raven's attack increased, but now increases Raven's healing done by 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. At the start of the battle, for each Justice League Dark ally present, increases Raven's healing done by 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10%. Nice, that's good. She will heal now even more. Donna Troy. At the start of the battle, all Amazons and Teen Titans allies gain 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% physical defense up. After, at the start of the battle, all Amazons ally gain 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% physical defense up, and all Teen Titans allies gain 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50% spiritual defense. Okay. And then we have Red Robin. Oh, I'm interested in that so much. What else we have? Robin's egg. Okay. So, ooh, okay. Okay. Robin as well. So yeah, we have a lot more characters to cover. Even Batman is getting a buff. Let's freaking go. Okay. Let me just go back a little bit. Let me focus more on after adjustments. We already know before, just so I speed it up a little bit because we have many characters. So Red Robin slams his staff, dealing physical damage equal to 220%, 300%, 380, and 460, 550% of his attack. So he'll be doing much bigger damage to enemies within range and reducing their attack by 10, 15, 20, 25, 30% for 10 seconds. So now pretty much he's focusing on that attack debuff and providing bigger damage than before. Spin cycle. Red Robin rapidly spins his staff for 5 seconds, dealing physical damage equal to 180%, 210, 240, 270, 300% of his attack to enemies ahead. For the duration, he gains super armor and 40, 50, 60, 70, 80% dodge up. Okay. Before he got some shield and doing some damage, so and now he'll be definitely doing bigger damage, and as well that super armor and dodge up will be really helpful. Then we have Precision Bat. Upon a successful dodge, Red Robin restores 2, 3, 4, 5, 6% of his lost HP. Can trigger once every 1 second. Interesting. Robin's Egg increases Red Robin's max HP by 12, 20%, 28, 36, and 45%. At the start of the battle, each Bat family ally present increases Red Robin's dodge by 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10%. So now they're focused on giving him more dodge than the actual damage reduction equal to crit rate. This is much better. A spin cycle reduces cooldown of spin cycle by 0.6, 1.2, 1.8, 2.4, and 3 seconds. Okay, we have the precision bat. Before it reduced the cooldown, but now it increases Red Robin's physical defense by 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25%. Robin's egg increased the Red Robin's crit rate, but now we have max HP, makes more sense. And now we have Robin. So pretty much Teen Titans and Bat Family are getting those adjustments, obviously. Robin, so I like this unit, by the way. Amazing assassin. Let me see what they've done. Robin shoots several batarangs in a fan-shaped area in front of him, dealing physical damage equal to 170%, 240, 310, 380, and 450% of his attack to enemies in range. Okay, nice buff. Cloud of Bats. Before he was doing the damage AoE physical damage. But now, upon landing a critical hit, Robin's crit damage is increased by 20, 35, 50, 65, and 80% for 5 seconds. Brooding Legacy. Robin's crit rate was increased before, but now, at the start of the battle, each Bat Family ally present increases Robin's crit rate by 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Interesting. So now, more Bat Family use, he's gonna crit more. A Cloud of Bats. Before reduces cooldown, but now it increases Robin's attack by 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10%, and 12.5%. Also, Brooding Legacy enhanced. Before it was attack increase, but now it's crit rate increase. Let's see the Batgirl. Batgirl scans the entire battlefield and pretty much increases all allies' crit rate. But now she is also doing that, but bigger crit rate. Increase 16, 22, 28, 34, 40. She then heals the ally with the lowest HP for 150%, 200, 250, 300, and 350% of Batgirl's attack. We have Tactical Drone. Again, before it increased the crit rate, prioritizing a high attack ally without buffs, but now Batgirl deploys a medical drone to heal the ally with the lowest HP for 160, 210, 260, 310, 360% of Batgirl's attack. Grapple with this. Before adjustment, she done some physical damage right and debuff, reducing the crit resistance. But now, upon landing a critical hit, Batgirl heals the ally with lowest HP for 25%, 40%, 55, 70%, and 85% of Batgirl's attack. And we have Bab's boost. Before adjustment, at the start of the battle, all allies gain crit damage, and as well, more Bat Family ally, more initial energy. But now increases Batgirl's healing done by 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. I truly believe healing is important and this will be helpful for Bat Family. Plus, still she will provide those buffs, that crit, etc. At the start of the battle, each Bat Family ally present increases Batgirl's energy gain by 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. A Tactical Drone. A reduced cooldown of Tactical Drone, and now it's more 0.4, 0.8, 1.2, 1.62 seconds. Grapple with this. Before adjustment, reduces cooldown of grapple with this, but now we have increases Batgirl's crit rate by 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Bab's boost increases Batgirl's energy gain before, but now it's initial energy by 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I believe Batgirl will now perform much better. I truly believe that, and she'll be really useful, especially for Bat Family. And now the moment I waited for, like forever, Batman got a buff. Let me see. Hopefully now he'll perform like It's Batman. He needs to be strong. Before adjustments, Batman deploys his gadgets, dealing physical damage equal to 500, 600, 700, 800, 900% of his attack to all enemies in a large area. If there are 3 Justice League allies at the start of the battle, he will do more damage. But let me see this. After adjustment, Batman deploys his gadgets, dealing physical damage equal to 900%, 1050%, 1200%, 1350%, and 1500% of his attack to enemies in circular area. Guys, this is a massive buff in damage. He will be doing now really good damage. We need to test it out, of course, but this will be way better. A Dark Knight Detective before adjustment. So every 10,9,876 seconds, dealing physical damage equal to 100% of his attack and interrupting the target. After triggering, Batman becomes briefly untargetable and gains physical defense up. Let me see after adjustments. Batman throws his batarangs, dealing physical damage equal to 200%, 230, 260%, 290%, 320% of his attack to enemies in a fan-shaped area and briefly interrupting their actions. Nice, bigger damage. Skill utility belt. He throws a smoke bomb, dealing the damage with a 50% base chance to reduce their attack. Let me see this part. Upon landing a critical hit, Batman throws a smoke bomb at enemies in a circular area, dealing physical damage equal to 210%, 270%, 330%, 390 and 450% of his attack and reducing their attack by 10, 15, 20, 25, 30% for 5 seconds. Batman becomes untargetable during this time, can trigger once every 10 seconds. Much better. It will be interesting to try him out. I cannot wait. I'm Vengeance. Before adjustment, each Justice League ally will increase the Batman attack. But now, at the start of the battle, each Justice League or Bat Family ally present increases Batman's crit rate by 4, 5.5, 7%, 8.5, and 10%. I believe that crit rate will be super important because since they buff his damage so much, those critical hits will perform even better. That's great. Dark Knight Detective before it increases his attack, but now reduces cooldown of Dark Knight Detective by 0.4, 0.8, 1.2, 1.6, and 2 seconds. I'm not sure, did they completely remove this part now, or this part will happen more frequently? Yeah, where is that cooldown? Yeah, now Batman will use this Dark Knight Detective more frequently. Okay, because he will have a lower cooldown, and overall I believe it's better than buffing his attack since they already done this. Okay, good. Utility belt enhanced before adjustments, reduces cooldown of utility belt by 0.4, 0.8, 1.2, 1.6, 2 seconds, and after adjustment increases Batman's crit rate by 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10%. I'm Vengeance, that's also enhanced. So this is nice, bro. He will get more crit rate from this. This part increases Batman's physical defense, but here we have increases Batman's max HP by 2.5, 5%, 7.5, 10, and 12.5%. Really nice. And then for the end we have Martian Manhunter. I believe they done a great job with Batman. We need to test it out. Hopefully all of these units will be now way more valuable, just so we have more units to use and not only the same meta units. It's pretty boring, so hopefully this will work. To me, on paper, it looks amazing. Martian Manhunter, telepathic bulwark. increases Martian Manhunter attack by 20, 30, 45, 60, 75. At the start of the battle, if there are at least 3 outsiders, allies present, the duration of Mind Ward is increased by 5 seconds. After adjustment, increases Martian Manhunter attack by 20%, 30, 45, 60, 75. That's the same. At the start of the battle, if there are at least 3 outsiders or Justice League allies present, the duration of Mind Ward is increased by 5 seconds. Okay, better for sure. And that's definitely a buff. Okay, guys, in my opinion, they done a really good job here. But again, we need to test it out to see everything precisely. You also give me your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm super hyped for the buff Batman. I've been waiting for this forever, so hopefully it will work properly. Thank you for all support, guys. We're gonna end the video here. Love ya and bye.